I am the chemistry teacher here, one of the chemistry teachers here. I'm also the science department head. This is my end of my 7th year here at VASJ. I started out in engineering when I was in college. I got my degree in chemical engineering many years ago. Then I became a stay-at-home mom for many years, and then I decided I wanted to go back and get into teaching. So I went back and got my teaching certificate about 10 years ago in Michigan. Moved to Ohio, and I've been here ever since. Favorite part of my job is probably my students. I really enjoy the students, getting to know the students. The favorite part I think I have is laughing with the students. Teenagers are a very funny bunch with the things they come up with and the things that they say and do in class. They've taught me patience. I was not a patient person before I started this, and now that I have to deal with students and deal with the same question over and over sometimes, I have learned to be extremely patient. My husband is surprised at the amount of patience I have with my own children at home. I try to do some demos. When I can do easy demos in class, I try to do demos. I also, when I'm explaining a topic, I try to make it relatable to real world, saying, for example, today we went over why steam burns hurt so much. It's because the heat of vaporization and heat of condensation. But I try to make it relatable on why the world works the way it does because of the chemistry behind it. I have some good impacts. So I have some teachers that left some good impacts that make me know what to do and how to act as a teacher. And then on the flip side, I've had some teachers that have been absolutely dreadful, and now I know what not to do. I once had a professor tell me before I went into engineering that I was not smart enough to do it, and so I said, watch me, and that's how I got my degree in engineering. So I guess he taught me what not to do, but it turned out to push me to get a degree that I didn't think I could get. A good day is a good day when students are engaged, when I see students actually understanding the lesson, when I see students interested in the lesson, when I see students asking me more probing questions instead of just how they do something, and asking me questions on why they do that or why things will change if we change this variable. I like when students are actually thinking and not just doing. I would love to take an AP class to like a working chemical plant where they can walk around and see what it was like to be a chemical engineer. They get a step back into what my old life used to be like. They can wear the hard hats, climb up on the big stairs, that type of thing. I'm a very different person than I am when I was in high school. High school I was very quiet, I was very shy, I didn't have very many friends, had a lot of issues, and now that I have gotten older, I know that certain things just don't matter anymore. And so I'm much happier, and if I were to go back and do it again, I would get a lot more involved. I start the year off with letters. If you've ever had me as a student, you know the first thing I'm going to assign to you on the first day of school is a letter where you tell me about yourself. When you tell me about yourself, that gives me something to connect with you right away. When this connection is made, then I can use that all through the year to help maintain that contact with that student. During the day, I'm very sarcastic in class, but only if a kid will engage with me. And some kids like to engage with me, and I will engage back. If a student is very quiet, does not want to engage in class, I have learned to leave them alone. I've always been interested in teaching. When I first started out in college, I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. I have no idea what I was thinking. There's no way I could even imagine being around little kids all day. That ended when my oldest son was in preschool, and I went and I helped out in preschool. Oh my, that was bad. That was really bad. And so I've learned I just like dealing with teenagers, and I really like chemistry. So I thought, let's give this a whirl. Challenges, not enough time. There's a lot of things I want to do, a lot of labs I want to try, a lot of things that I just want to explore in the classroom, and I don't have enough time to either plan them and get them together, or to even just do them in the classroom because we have a limited amount of time in the class. The community spirit. The kids really seem to come together when there's an issue, and I really enjoy that. I haven't seen that at too many high schools. And the administration. They give me a lot of freedom to do the things that I want to do and to try the things that I want to try. What inspires me? Probably when the kids have an aha moment and they get it, or when now I've been here long enough, I'm having ex-students come back to me and say, oh, I did so well in this college class because what you did here, or because, or a student will come back and say, I decided to pursue a degree that relates to chemistry somehow. So knowing that I can have that impact now really helps me get out of bed in the morning.